This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. Huge league games with league titles on the line. We'll see Midi battle Reardon. Dublin takes on Monte Vista and Lee in a showdown with Leland.
We have soccer action with Bellarmine and St. Ignatius. We'll meet the Pinewood coaching mom and the story of the Amador Valley soccer star putting her best face forward. 49ers Cal High Sports Report starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the De Anza division where Mountain View has led the league for most of the season with senior Sam Tobin leading the way.
Yeah, but the Palo Alto Vikings are right on the Spartans' heels going into the final 3 games of the season. Palo Alto hosting Mountain View this week.
The Palo Alto Vikings looking to keep in the league title hunt, taking on first place Mountain View. First quarter, the Vikings defense gains possession. Marvin Jew steals it and lays it in for Pally's first points of the game. With over 3 minutes left in the first, Wes Walters extends the Viking lead with a nifty reverse. Palo Alto leads at 10-0 heading into the second. Mountain View keeps it close. Sam Tobin drains the corner 3, and a few minutes later, Ryan Perper gets a huge block, and Jew takes the pass and capitalizes with a quick 2 at the other end. And less than 5 seconds left in the half, Perper then drains the mid-range buzzer beater to end the half. The Vikings would lead at 31-19. Spartans would try to rally late in the third. Tobin steps back and drills yet another corner 3. But on the other end, Jameer Shepard answers back with a layup and 1. He takes the hard fall, but was all right. Down by 15 heading into the fourth, Mountain View tries to mount a comeback with Jalen Daniel Dalton laying it in, but Pally kept battling. Jew gives a nice dish to Shepard, who banks it in for the deuce, and the Vikings win it, improving their league record to 7-3, putting them just a half a game back of Mountain View for the league lead.
The Kings Academy Knights huddling up as they prepare for their matchup against Eastside Prep. Eastside coming out hot. It's Isaiah Sasams Hoy driving to the hoop and rolling in the contested shot late in the first. Not long after, the Knights, Brian Lux takes the pass and swishes the mid-range fadeaway to put Kings Academy up by 1 with just a minute left in the first. Late in the second now, Xavier Nance patiently waiting in the corner beyond the arc, and the X-Man drops it in for 3. Panthers down by 2. Fresh out of the half, Noah Short racing down court, up and behind his head to drop in the impressive lay-in. What a shot there, the Knights up by 4. Short wasn't done yet as he takes the pass and rainbows a gorgeous 3 with just seconds left in the third, extending the Knights' lead. 5 minutes left in the fourth. Sams Hoy drops a move and floats in the 2-point shot. Final 2 minutes, Malachi Mitchell takes the pass beyond the arc and splashes it for 3 to put the Knights up by 5. Just a short time later, Sams Hoy shoots for 3. It misses, but he chases down his own shot and lays in the contested shot as the Panthers trail by 3. 1 minute left. Eastside down by 1. Will Mustaine hits the clutch mid-range bucket for 2 as Eastside Prep wins it 49-45. Eastside Prep advancing to 11-1 in first place in league.
The San Ramon Valley Wolves trying to take a share of the top spot with a win over the current leader, California. Anne-Marie Santich draws first blood for the Wolves, pulling up for the 3. Then it's Paige Gerhardt driving and kicking it out to Brianne Bruschke for the corner 3. Wolves get hot in the first. It's my girl Paige off the glass and in. Audrey Moulton, a dominant player for the Wolves, landing this well-contested jumper. Then with less than a minute left in the corner, it's Erica Adams pulling up for the mid-range, the Grizz trailing by 5. In the second, Audrey Baston driving to the rack from the top of the key. That's good for 2, 31-22 Wolves at halftime. Erica Adams in the middle kicking it out to freshman Kylie Edge to cut the SRV lead to 7. Then the Wolves went off. Santich to Natalie Pasco. Natalie, a freshman as well, young talent on these two teams. Then Santich putting the icing on the cake. A big win for the Wolves as they take it 74-55, improving to 10-1 in league, tied with the California Grizzlies.
To the soccer pitch we go for the Diablo League duel between Las Lomas and Acalanes. 9th minute of the game. The Dons on the move. Senior captain Travis Stevenson gets fouled going for the ball, and that results in a penalty kick. Stevenson winds up and fires it home. It's a 1-0 Acalanes lead. On to the 24th minute. Colby Allard with the ball 25 yards out, and despite a lot of blue in front of the goal, Allard frees up a shot, and that finds the back of the net, and we're tied at 1-1. Acalanes with a chance to take the lead right before the half, but the shot is blocked by Knights goalie Noah Rosen. Noah with a nice job there to bat it away. This one ends in a 1-all tie. Great effort from both teams. Las Lomas remaining undefeated at the top of the league. Acalanes in 4th place.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikus Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah, Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. These are your Players of the Week. It's senior big man Tim Kostolansky showing his moves in the post like, oh, you fancy. Okay. Coming through in the clutch for the De La Salle Spartans. Winning in overtime, now morale is sharpened. Tim at 22 points to go with 6 boards. Don't ignore his game, he's dialed in like a switchboard. Beating Monte Vista to stay in the race. First place, shaking the standings, feel the earthquake. Teams make a run, he takes the momentum back. It's junior shooting guard, Devin Sapp, holding court on the court for the Monarchs of Midi. Setting the nets ablaze like a fire through the chimney. He dropped 20 points while adding 2 assists and 3 rebounds. These are highlights that you shouldn't miss. Taking down St. Francis 75-45. Devin's performance shows his playmaking skills are fortified. Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. These are your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
If you are a runner and get a nagging pain on the outside of your knee, you may have iliotibial band friction syndrome, sometimes called runner's knee. The iliotibial band is a bunch of thick fibers that run from the outside of your hip to the outside of your thigh and knee, attaching to the outside of your shin bone. 3 issues contribute to the cause of runner's knee and are the mainstay of treatment. First, hip abductor weakness, the outer gluteal muscles which pull the leg away from your body. Second, poor running mechanics can be assessed and treated by physical therapy. Finally, shoe and running surface can contribute and should be evaluated. There are running injury clinics, such as Run Safe at Stanford, which can be helpful for prevention and treatment of this nagging injury.
Coming up, the NCS Block Construction blockbuster game as San Lorenzo meets Alameda.
And we'll meet the Pinewood basketball coach and see how she manages coaching and her family. The season with Pinewood girls basketball continues next.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Defender twice my size. Bring it. Down by 2? I got this. I love this game as much as the pros. I may not play for the Warriors, but I have the same doctors. Teaming up to keep the pros and me at the top of our game.
2019 came to us like fast and furious, so it's time to drive with it and get your speed on during the Start Something New sales event at South County Gilroy and South County of Marin. Get $5,500 off on the new 2019 6.4-liter Charger Scat Pack. Get $7,000 off on the new 2019 Charger Hellcat, plus the 2019 wide bodies are now in stock. Get your speed on at the #1 Hellcat Scat Pack dealer in the world, South County of Gilroy.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families, for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the San Lorenzo Grizzlies having a great season, leading the West Alameda County League with a perfect 8-0 league record.
The Grizzlies 2 games up on both Alameda and Arroyo. It's San Lorenzo meeting Alameda this week in our NCS Block Construction blockbuster game, and our Austin Manili was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah. The Alameda Hornets come into tonight's game as the defending league and NorCal champions this season, but so far San Lorenzo has been the hottest team. The Grizzlies sit atop of the WAC Shoreline standings with a 20-4 record while being 8-0 in league. But sitting just 2 games back of the Grizzlies is the Alameda Hornets, and tonight they will be eager to keep themselves in the hunt for another league title. It's the biggest game of the year for both squads in tonight's Block Construction Blockbuster game.
The Hornets got started early with Jordan Givens showing off his crossover moves by driving to the basket and goes up strong for 2. Final 2 minutes of the first, Grizzlies looking to score, but Elijah Twegby steps up for the steal and on the fast break gives it to LJ Rose and back to Twegby for the give and go as the Hornets lead 15-10. The Grizzlies would climb right back, and it's Savion Campbell with the buzzer beater. It's good. Game is tied at 19-all. Next quarter, Hornets pull ahead with Desmond Ho finding Dallas Ryder, and I'm telling you, it's got to be the hair. I love the frosty tips. But the Grizzlies didn't hold back. Jalen Joseph helps dodge the press, finds Aaron Jacobs in the corner, and scoop passes it inside to Leighton Best, and this game is tied at 29-all. The Grizzlies would break away late in the second. Malik Jones rebounds this one, and on the fast break finds Jacobs cutting to the basket, but kicks it out to Deontay Hill for 3, and the Grizzlies lead 44-35. Second half, and the Grizzlies didn't hold back. Deontay Hill on the inbounds play, and he comes right back to him for 3, just the way it was written up in the playbook. 3 minutes left in the third. Campbell continued the 3-pointers with this splash, and the Grizzlies lead 56-40. Same quarter, defense was a huge contribution for San Lorenzo. Hill on the steal and makes a no-look pass to Christian Green. But the Grizzlies just got fancier. Hill out to Campbell, and with the scoop shot, San Lorenzo continued to roll. The Hornets tried reducing the margin, but the Grizzlies didn't allow it. Leighton Best, oh, you gotta be kidding me. As the San Lorenzo Grizzlies take this one to clinch their second league title in 3 years. Campbell explains his thoughts from tonight's game.
We came out with intensity, energy, effort, defense, put on the show.
In Alameda for the Blockbuster game, I'm Austin Manili, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We continue our season-long series with the Pinewood girls basketball team tonight with a look at one of the Pinewood coaches.
Aubrey, Anna Serrett is an assistant coach for the Panthers and has 3 young children. Somehow she gets through her days with lots of patience. The season with Pinewood girls basketball is brought to you by Morgan Manos Shepler, your trusted Peninsula real estate agent, and by Chef Chu's, a Peninsula favorite for tempting innovative Chinese cuisine since 1970. It's 7 in the morning outside the Burlingame home of Pinewood assistant coach Anna Sturrett. Inside, Anna is getting her 3 children ready to start their day. Her husband is a contractor already on his way to his current job site. It's a typical day in the life of this basketball coach. 5-year-old Audrey will head off to kindergarten. 2-year-old Harper and 6-month-old Beckham will spend the day with their mom.
You know, it's hard for me to leave them, to be honest, but I know it's good for me. I really love them. I don't like being too far away from them for too long. So it's like the perfect amount of time, like 2 hours, 3 hours. I usually play with the high school kids, so it's a nice exercise for me.
Despite the busy schedule, Anna has worked out the perfect life for her and her family.
You're with your kids all day, and then practice is usually during their nap time. So it works out really nicely, and then I'm either gone later for a game and my husband can come home and watch them. So it's a nice combination.
So it's a lot of balance. I would say, you know, making sure that the kids each have their own things going on, work together well with each of us. Staying on schedule is huge for us. Making sure that they have their naps, their rest time, their meals, because it's like dive bomb after that.
But the schedule is often disrupted by unexpected child illnesses or events for the kids. So Anna is at times showing up for games or practice at the last minute.
It pains me to not be at every practice, to get there sometimes at game times, but there's only so much I can do. You know, it's like I have 3 kids, they have to get picked up from school, they have activities, I try to be there at every one of their activities. So I just try to do the best I can with it, and it's nice to have, when we started it was just Doc and I, as I was Doc's assistant, so it's nice to have more assistants to help with that.
Despite the busy days and nights with 3 children, the plan is to have a total of 5. Both Anna and her husband agree their family schedule is working right now.
I like it. It's hard for her to be away from us. I like, being together as a family, but when she does go away, I love being with the kids. It's a special time for me.
I think about it sometimes, but it's kind of like the best of both worlds where I get to be with my kids all day, and then I get to go do a job that is like a dream job for me. So on the days I'm tired, I kind of just reflect and think of what the alternative would be, right?
Move your feet and show that they're displacing you.
Anna feels fulfilled with her coaching. Head coach Doc Shepler gives her lots of responsibility with the team and lots of freedom to be with her family. For the kids, being at some practices and games is all part of Anna's goal to raise independent children.
Audrey's been in the gym since she was a month old, so I think it's just a home for her. She plays like an obstacle course in the workout area upstairs. They just love it there, and they love all the coaches. What we want to accomplish as coaches is building strong girls and strong women from our younger teams all the way up to high school. So I just try to apply that to my own kids.
As with any hardworking parent, having a supportive partner is key.
Absolutely, to support something that she loves, not only raising our daughters and our son to be, great people, but influencing the lives of her team members and these girls all the way from, second grade and on up is very important to us and near and dear to Anna's heart. So I want to support that as much as I can.
You guys have done a great job since last week of setting a tone, so let's keep that up.
Game number 22 has Woodside Priory coming out in a zone defense, daring the Panthers to hit their outside shot. Hannah Jump does just that, hitting a top of the key three. Clara Astrom was about to have a monster night as she hits from distance. But Priory stays right with the Panthers. 6'4" senior Isla Lane grabbing the rebound and hitting Annabelle North for an easy two. Coach Shepler is not happy.
Denied the high post pass to 30, not doing it, all right? Pressure on the ball, contain that girl's drive, not doing it. Offensive rebounds, not doing it.
What Pinewood is doing is hitting their three-point shots. It's senior Hannah Jump getting her second first quarter three. Dominique Robeson keeps Woodside Priory close with one of her 3 threes in the game, but Jump answers again. Hannah on fire. This another of her 8 3-point shots in the game.
All right, they might switch out of their zone now, depending upon how well they shoot. This is blowout time, okay? This is time that we create separation.
And the Panthers do create separation. Izzy Chung to jump, and Hannah hits another three. It's 34-19, Pinewood at the half. Astrom continues her monster game, driving into the defense and scoring. And then a corner three for Clara as Astrom scores 39 points in the game. Jump gets another three, and the game is all but over. The Pinewood defense continues to work hard. Caitlin Leung with the steal that leads moments later to another Jump three-pointer as Jump scores 28, and the seniors Jump and Astrom combine for 67 points as Pinewood wins its 22nd game of the season. The Panthers really hitting their threes this week. Senior night is next Tuesday, and then it's off to the playoffs. And Coach Sarrett doing a great job. She has 3 kids. They want 5. I have 2 more than I could handle.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, time for our South County Chrysler U.S. Bank Coach of the Week award. This week's Coach of the Week is Mike Molieri from Menlo Atherton. The Bears had another big week last week to go to 10-0 in league, and they clinching the league title.
Mike Molieri, this week's U.S. Bank South County Chrysler Coach of the Week. Coming up, an East Bay League battle with Dublin taking on Monte Vista.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Girls Basketball Power Rankings.
Luxury real estate is far more than a transaction. It's about living the life you deserve. Morgan Manos Shepler with McGuire Real Estate knows a commitment at this level requires a rock-solid relationship with experts who truly understand each local community. Go to Morgan's website to learn more about available homes for sale, read Morgan's client testimonials, and request a complimentary home valuation. With Morgan's proven track record for success, her clients enjoy a complete concierge service experience from start to finish. Because anything is possible when you have the right agent.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and Block Construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, Block Construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block Construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
We're the Liberty Lions!
And you're watching the 49ers Cal High Sports Report!
We are back at Levi Stadium where the East Bay League continues to be tight with Dublin and De La Salle, both with just one league loss.
Monte Vista is on both of those teams' tails with a chance to knock Dublin out of the top spot. The Mustangs and Gales meeting in the final week of the regular season this week. It's senior night here at Monte Vista's 8 seniors were honored before the Mustangs take on Dublin. Jack Stollard gives the Mustangs the lead by draining this one from downtown. MV leads at 7-6. But the Gales kept up the pressure in the beginning minutes. Nick Costello with the steal and finds Grant Manning, the star football player, who comes down with the two-handed rip. Dublin pulls ahead. Second quarter, Monte Vista keeps the game close. Nate Ruchena with a fancy ball movement out to Anthony Santamaria for 3. Mustangs lead at 18-7. Final 2 minutes before the half, Nate Ruchena back with the killer crossover, drives to the bucket and drains this layup for 2. Just before the half, Dublin gets one last shot off. This is Jaden Saunders with a buzzer beater to cut the Mustang lead to 1 at halftime. The Gales didn't hold back in the second half. Anthony Roy dodges the defense and takes this one up strong. Dublin pulls ahead, and Monte Vista not counting themselves out of this game. Jack Stollard draining the triple, and the Mustangs take the lead 33-30, but in the fourth, Robbie Beasley comes out hot, draining multiple jumpers as the Dublin Gales take this league matchup over the Monte Vista Mustangs with the final score 51-41. Roy leading the Gales with 12 points.
The SI Wildcats getting set for this huge league game with Bellarmine. The Wildcats attacking early, Cole Van Guysen breaking free and firing, but amazing save by the Bells keeper Sean Patel. Late in the first, Bells corner kick, Rodrigo Salazar places it nicely into the box. Tate Hackett is there at the far post to volley at home, 1-0 Bells. Early second half, the Wildcats, Luca Ornstill with the free kick into the box, trapped by Reed Polino, who then knocks it home, and we're tied at 1-1. Just moments later, the Bells with another chance. Mario Barosio runs onto the ball and fires it. It ricochets to Max Morris, but the linesman says offside, and it stays 1-1. Still tied, final moments of the game. Sean Fitzgerald's free kick sails into the box, and there again for the Wildcats is Polino, who heads it in for the game winner. The dead fish celebration as the Wildcats with a game-and-a-half lead over Bellarmine with 3 games to play. Once again this season, the San Jose Earthquakes and Valley Health Plan bring us the boys and girls soccer players of the week.
This week's boys soccer player of the week is Fidel Ochoa from Newark Memorial. Fidel with the game-winning goal, putting the Cougars on top of the league standings.
Our girls soccer player of the week is Monte Vista's Rachel Anderson. The Cougars with a big win over Carondelet last week, and the senior scored the deciding goal in that win.
One Hit Away brings us great advice on concussion prevention.
Here's Dr. Scott Scher with this week's tip.
It is vital to feed the brain properly when suffering from the effects of a concussion. Most brains use 25% of a body's daily calorie intake. This percentage increases dramatically when the brain is injured. Hydration is key. A person should have half your body weight in ounces of water throughout the day. When the brain is injured, it is important to increase that intake. Eat foods in their purest form. Eat raw and colorful vegetables and fruits along with balanced lean protein. Choose organic when possible. Increase intake of omega-3 fatty acids, healthy fats like coconut oils, avocados, and raw nuts. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. It's the big game in the Mount Hamilton division with Leland and Lee.
And the girls from California School for the Deaf continue their fine season, taking on league rival Holy Names as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
The Cordovas felt squeezed by their monthly loan payments, so Tri-Counties Bank home loan specialist Anna Poulin team looked to loosen things up. With suggestions from Anna, they were able to improve their credit scores to qualify for a refinancing solution that paid off their mortgage, car loan, and credit cards with a new lower rate reduced term home loan, cutting years off the original mortgage and lowering monthly payments by several $100s. Tight squeeze solved. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
And we welcome to Levi
Stadium. Just a spectacular day. Bright sunshine, not a cloud in the sky.
Serino Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Serino Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups making a positive difference. Serino Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Serino Group, our community is your community.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andrew.
And we are both brokers with Serino Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. The Leland Chargers sitting all alone at the top of the Mount Hamilton division. The Chargers' only league loss coming earlier this season at the hands of the Lee Longhorns.
Yeah, but the Longhorns have slipped a bit recently, giving Leland the league lead and a chance to clinch at least a tie for the league title this week. The game is our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
The Lee Longhorns looking to snatch a win over Leland, who's sitting in first place. The Longhorns' Jacob Gonzalez finds Luca Kise at the baseline, and Luca lands the reversed lay-in. Leland playing catch-up early, down by 2. Sohan Shirsagar does what he does best, putting 3 points on the board with a flick of the wrist. But on the other end of the court, Kise with 8 points in the first quarter. We're tied at 15 after 1. Second quarter lead passing around the perimeter. Connor Smith to Dylan Johnson. 4-3, 24-22 Longhorns with less than 3 minutes to go in the half. Shirsagar kicks it out to Fuad Alamu, and when that shot sinks in, the Leland Chargers have the 3-point lead. Less than a minute left in the half now. Shane McKnight driving to the rack and putting up the shot, drawing the foul for the 3-point play. Here's the Chargers' sharpshooter once again, Shirsagar, landing the quick release 3 to end the first half, 35-27. Then it became Sohan's night, snatching the loose ball in front of the bench and taking the money shot. Then Sohan doing work at the rack as the Chargers take the victory and the league championship, going to 11-1 in league play. Sohan Shirsagar with one heck of a game.
And these are the league champions, the Leland Chargers! All right, we're going to talk to Sohan Shirsagar first. He is our game MVP. What did it take to pull off this victory?
It took a lot of heart. You know, all these years, we haven't beat Lee for 4 years, and it really took a lot of heart to beat these guys. And this man right here, it took his energy to beat this team. Yeah.
Nice. And, okay, so you guys, league champions. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. We've been wanting to do this for 3 years. We finally did it. It feels amazing. Yeah.
Thanks, Sohan. He averages 20 points a game, by the way. All right, Shane McKnight over here. Shane, talk about your coaching staff. How have they get you guys to this point?
Yeah, every week they come up with a great game plan. They scout the other teams. They just give us the game plan, and then we execute it.
You guys finished 7-7 last year in league. You guys are on track to go 13-1. What has been the difference?
Ooh, just the intensity from day one. Every day we work hard, we play as a team, and yeah.
All right. Lastly, we're talking to Keon. Now, I'm getting the feel that this team really likes you, Keon, only you. All right. Tell me, what does this team mean to you?
It means a lot. These are great teammates. It's a great coaching staff. You know, we bring it every day in practice, and it's a great team.
I can tell. All right. These are the league champions, guys. I'm going to let you go celebrate. Take us out.
Yeah! League champs on 3. 1, 2, 3. League champs! Let's go!
The Bay Counties League on the line as the undefeated California School for the Deaf Eagles face the Holy Names Monarchs. Right out of the gate, the Eagles soaring. Esther Beiser floats it inbounds to Jada Dawson, who finishes for 2. Cal School for the Deaf grabs a big lead. Beiser dishes it to Malia Zornoza, and the senior guard sinks the jumper, 2 of her 18 points on the night. Second quarter, the Eagles continue to dominate. Jade Dawson gets the ball to the top of the key, dribbles and hits from deep to give CSD a 22-point lead. The Monarchs fighting back. Karina Burboa passes it up to Kayla Jones, who finishes with the lay-in. And next it's Haley Allen muscling her way to the rack for 2 and the foul. But the Eagles continue to play great team ball. Zornoza with the heads-up pass to Chloe Harmont, who lays it in. California School for the Deaf pulls it out of reach in the second half. Beiser tossing it to Mahila Thornton, who gets to work in the paint. The Eagles take this one big, capturing the Bay County League title with a perfect 11-0 record. Zornoza leading the way with 18 points. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award every week, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Kai Gunaratna from the Los Gatos boys soccer team. Kai spends his time off the pitch collecting money for his organization called Team Shri Houses. Kai uses the money to fund displaced children from the war in Sri Lanka. Kai talks about why it's so important to him.
After the war, there was a lot of displacement and there was a lot of poverty, and it's all these children who aren't being able to fulfill their potential because they aren't even given a standardized education system to start off with. And money as little as $4 American can supply a year's worth of tuition fees. So it's really, our money here goes a really, really long way out in Sri Lanka.
Coming up, back to the West Catholic League for Bellarmine and Sarah.
And we meet the Amador Valley soccer star and explain her rare ailment next.
Back at Levi Stadium with a very tight West Catholic League. 4 teams coming into this week with a shot at the league title.
2 of those teams, Bellarmine and Sarah, playing this week in a game that came down to the final bucket.
The Sarah Padres making the trip to San Jose to face the Bellarmine Bells Tuesday night. The Bells on the attack early. Gio Sasso with a pass to Kieran Cruz, who starts off his big night with a 3. But back come the Padres. Antonio Abeda dishes to Cade Reese, who shoots and scores from deep as Sarah takes a 4-point lead after 1. Bellarmine answering back in the second. Cole Trojan over to Cruz, who drives to the hoop for the lay-in. The Bells keep the attack going. Quinn Danker with a bounce pass to Constantine Cole, who gets the hook shot to go and the foul as the Bells pull ahead 31-28 at the half. Sarah trying to jumpstart their offense in the third. Patrick Simon ahead to Parker McDonald, who lays it in and draws the foul for the and 1. But the Bells respond. Kyle Lewis kicking it out to Cruz, who drills it from 3-point land, and the Bells extend the lead to 6 after 3. Sarah would fight back in the fourth. Ryan Wilson passes to Abeda, and I bet he's going to make that splash from deep as both teams are knotted up at 60 after regulation. We go to overtime, and the Padres going to work. Reese attacking the basket, drawing contact, and drops the lay-in for the 3-point play, 65-61 Sarah. Bellarmine looking to force another overtime late. Danker to Cruz at the elbow, and Cruz hits from way downtown. We're tied at 65 all. Sarah trying to end it with 4.9 to play. Reese drives to the basket and gets the layup to go. The buzzer sounds and the Padres win it in overtime. 67-65 to keep their league title hopes alive.
The Leland Chargers looking to take a share of the top spot in league with a win over Silver Creek. The Raiders starting off strong. Leilani Ogman with the steal and connects with Zayana Torres for the and 1. Then it's Carly Mukai with the steal of her own, bringing it coast to coast for the lefty lay-in as the Chargers trail by 7. Into the second, Leland moving the ball around to find Haley Uyeda beyond the arc to cut the deficit to 5. But Silver Creek continues to dominate. Ogman with the putback to keep the Raiders in the lead, 29-28 at the half. In the third, Erica Sanko-Ligi passes to Mukai in the paint. The floater is good. Chargers with their first lead of the night, 31-30, but the Raiders come back to take control. Ogman gets the rebound and drives it home for the Creek, 39-36. Then check out Ogman's rejection to gain possession of the ball, sending it to Torres to end the night strong for the Raiders as Silver Creek wins it 59-46 to crown themselves the Mount Hamilton Division champs. Ogman, 21 points.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Austin Maneely joins us now with the story of the charming soccer star from Amador Valley.
Robert, there are many obstacles an athlete faces leading to vulnerability, whether it's physically or emotionally. But tonight, Kalenna Johnson teaches us the true meaning of self-confidence. For many teenage girls, appearance is everything. For Kalenna Johnson, her physical appearance has made her one of the most unique players on the Amador Valley girls soccer team. When Kalenna was in kindergarten, she began suffering from sudden hair loss. Within 2 weeks, doctors had discovered she had been diagnosed with alopecia, a condition causing permanent hair loss.
I was really young, so I don't really think it affected me as bad as if I would have had it now. I think I would have been much more attached to my hair. Other than the stares when I go out in public, just because people have no idea what it is.
As the years went by, Kalenna began embracing her unique appearance. While she occasionally receives questions regarding her condition, she personally enjoys the curiosity from other people. But more importantly, Kalenna has continued to stay true to herself.
She has never let alopecia define her. She's always been a feisty, competitive, wanting to try new things, meet new people kind of person. We are just happy that she is still wanting to be just as adventurous and outgoing as she's always been.
I'm so thankful for the support systems that I've had and just how lucky I've been to have such a supportive friends that truly care about me and supportive family. And just, I know that some people aren't as lucky to have that, so I'm just very thankful for that.
Today, Kalenna uses her alopecia as a motivation to succeed on and off the soccer field. Through perseverance and dedication, Kalenna Johnson has established herself as one of the elite competitors for the Amador Valley girls soccer team.
I think she has a great attitude. I think she brings a lot to our team. She always competes hard. We trust her on the field. So skill-wise, I think she's one of our top players.
Kalenna hopes that her story and condition inspires other people to enjoy what life has to offer. With every physical or psychological challenge Kalenna has faced, having self-confidence has helped her become the person she is today.
Looking at my life, I try to focus on the positives and the fact that I'm healthy, I can still live my life normally, nothing is affecting me and coming in my way of just living in general. So I think just looking at the positives helps me every day.
Alopecia is a lifelong ailment. Kalenna has accepted it and now plans to take her soccer skills and play at the next level.
So she's just a sophomore right now?
Very impressive, yes.
Yeah, doing very well. All right, thanks, Austin.
So Kalenna is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominee so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be human, inspire, and be inspired.
Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we show tonight either digitally or we'll send it to you on a DVD. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. If you like us on your TV, give us a like on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week. And go to our Instagram story because right now we'll show you how to win a Jimmy G bobblehead.
Very cool. Coming up, our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game as we go back to the West Catholic League for Reardon and Mitty.
And Ali Montoya and her Mountain View Spartans take on Los Gatos. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
The Rikus Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
To start 2019, we want you to get more for less. Come check out why people are driving to Gilroy.
Come check out the all-new South County Hyundai of Gilroy. Get the all-new Hyundai Elantra SE for just $13,888. 2019 Hyundai Sonata SE, just $17,888. 2018 Tucson, just $18,888. New 2019 Hyundai Veloster, just $15,777. South County is blessed to add Hyundai to its family of dealerships. Great prices and great service to all. Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy.
Earlier, we showed you the thrilling Serra victory over Bellarmine to keep the Padres' title hopes alive.
The other big game in the league features Mitty and Reardon. The Monarchs with a one-game lead over the rest of the pack. The game is so big, it's our CCS block instruction blockbuster game, and our Chiara Biagini has it covered.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
I'm here at Archbishop Mitty as the first place Monarchs take on the Reardon Crusaders. Coming into this week, Reardon is only one game out of first place. The last time the two teams met, the game came down to the last minute of play. Reardon squeezed out the 2-point victory. Junior guard duo Jaylani Clark and Bryce Monroe need to have a big game here to keep the Crusaders' league title hopes alive. For Mitty, look for their offensive leader, Devin Sapp, a dominant junior guard averaging 18 points in league play. It's a big one in the Dub Cal. It's Reardon at Mitty in our CCS blockbuster game. We get straight to the action in this one. Bryce Monroe to Chime Ungbaja, who hits for three. Reardon takes an early lead, but the Monarchs stay close. Marcus Green drives to the hoop and finishes. Free throw good. Mitty takes the lead 3 minutes in. Here's Jaylani Clark driving the baseline. The lay-in goes, but the Monarchs take a 5-point lead with 2 to go in the first quarter. Here's a Michael Mitchell splash from downtown. Second quarter, Reardon knocks it up 27-all with this Ungbaja deep three. Both teams leaving it all out on the court. Here's Devin Sapp muscling through the paint for 2. We're tied 29-all until Clark fires and hits the three to give the Crusaders the lead. Back from the half, Reardon pulls away. Clark with the fast break, rip to give the Crusaders a 10-point lead. But Mitty gets to work. Mitchell kicks it to Marcus Green. Three-pointer drained. Green feeling good. Here's the pass from Owen Brown. Bucket and one. Mitty takes the lead 55-54. Crusaders recover the loose ball. Dominic Wilson under the hoop for 2. Reardon closes the third quarter with a 3-point lead, but back come the Monarchs. It's Yale-bound Joseph Vaughn to Green. Money. This one an absolute battle on the court. Clark pulls up and sinks the jumper. It's tied 65-all with 4 minutes to go. Mitty with the ball. Green to Vaughn for 3. The Monarchs take the lead, and when Green hits his 5th three of the night, the Monarchs lead by 6 and hold on for the win. 75-71 to protect the league lead. We talked to Green after the game.
Just coming down to the end of the season, got 3 tough games and pulling that one out. Big for us, big. We worked day and night, you know. Big players came out. Owen Brown, he doesn't start, came up and did a fantastic job. That's my guy, and everyone just came out ready to play and did whatever we had to do to win.
In San Jose with our blockbuster game, I'm Chiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report. A very happy birthday to Captain Aaron Alexander of the Mountain View Spartans, getting set to take on Los Gatos. 24th minute, and Ned Greenlee for the Wildcats shoots it from inside the box. The Cats are on the board 1-0. But soon it's Mountain View attacking the Cats net. The freshman Ali Montoya sends it to Marula Sala, but the shot is just a bit wide. Mountain View isn't worried though. Moments later, Montoya in possession brings it home for the Spartans to tie it up at 1, all heading into halftime. Second half, the Spartans with the corner kick, so close, but keeper Becca Delgado tips it away to protect the net for the Cats. It's Los Gatos now with the corner kick, the Cats attacking the goal mouth, but Abby Hahn snatches the ball away, and time would expire as the match ends in a 1-1 tie. The Mountain View Spartans remain at the top of the league standings with Los Gatos in second.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Heritage basketball star Abigail Muse. Abigail with a stellar 4.2 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its middle school girls basketball teams. The varsity A team took second at the Father Murray St. Simon's tournament. The varsity B girls team and the junior varsity A teams are undefeated in league. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here is this week's Adobe tip. Once you have a graphics format you like, you can save that format to the cloud. There, other people in your group can access these templates and use them in their projects. You can place a new folder to house the graphics in the Essential Graphics box, which lives in the cloud. Then whenever anyone wants to access these in your community, just log in and drag and drop the graphic on your timeline and change it to match your project. It's a new way to use Adobe products to make your team video or highlight reel better than all the rest. Coming up, the big game in the Mission Valley League as James Logan meets Moreau Catholic.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for boys basketball.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Serino Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The James Logan Colts and Moreau Catholic Mariners have shared the Mission Valley League title for the past 2 seasons. Now the Colts have cruised through the league this season with a perfect 12-0 league record.
Yeah, but the Mariners are just 1 game behind the Colts and have a shot to pull within a tie with Logan with just 1 game left to play. The Colts and Mariners this week. The James Logan Colts looking to clinch the Mission Valley League title Thursday night. The Colts on the fast break in the early going. Brett Thompson with a nice dish to Malcolm Stedman, who lays it in. Moreau trying to answer back. Maxwell Anderson lobs it off the backboard, and DJ Johnson throws it down. The Colts with a 4-point lead after 1. The Mariners keeping the momentum going in the second. The first shot is off, but right there for the offensive board is David Hector, who lays it in for 2. But back come the Colts. Daniel Combs kicks it to Stedman, who shoots and scores from deep. He is really good. 32-30, James Logan at the half. Logan extending their lead in the third. Brett Thompson over to Brajan Thompson, who drills it from three-point land. 54-48 Colts after 3. Moreau fighting back in the fourth. Anderson going coast to coast, sprinting past everyone for the lay-in. But Logan would pull away later in the quarter. Brett Thompson to Brajan Thompson for 3, and it's a 10-point James Logan Colts lead. Then Brett Thompson goes coast to coast for the lay-in as James Logan wins it 79-69 to become the outright Mission Valley League champs for the first time since the 2001-2002 season. Brajan Thompson and Stedman leading the charge for the Colts. The Palo Alto girls basketball team is having a great season.
The Vikings meeting up with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Rikes Center earlier this week.
We're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, here with the ladies of the Palo Alto girls basketball team. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, ladies. Oh my God, and you guys are undefeated in league right now. How does that make you feel?
It's just really great that all of our hard work have paid off. We've worked really hard in practice. We've watched a lot of film, and I think just after every game, we've learned from our mistakes, learned from our successes, and that's the reason that we've had so much success.
I love that. Well, Annie, tell me what motivates your team on the court every day?
Well, we honestly motivate each other the most, like trying to keep each other focused on the game. And especially before every game, we always are in the locker room blasting loud music, going crazy to just get all of our minds straight.
I love that. Well, I also love to end with tradition. So, Annika, tell us some of those traditions for the Palo Alto girls basketball team.
So some of our traditions are like what Annie said. We always pregame, we turn up, we listen to music. We do have an overnight once or twice in a season. Sometimes after Friday games, we meet up with each other at someone's house. And we always do 2 claps in the yes after we break out from a team huddle. And then whenever we exit the locker room for a game, we always hit the win, which is just hitting the top of the door.
You guys sound like a lot of fun. I'm Shan from 99.7 Now. You can catch me every morning on the Fernando and Greg Show, 6 to 10 a.m. and then 10 to 2. Give it up for the ladies of the Palo Alto girls basketball team.
Pally on me, 1, 2, 3. Pally! 2 claps and a yes. Yes!
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Sarah Padres, tied in overtime. Cade Reese driving to the bucket and laying it in for the game-winning shot. Cade Reese and the Sarah Padres with our Be Happy Play. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up is the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hey, I'm Juan Pablo. Today's training tip is going to be kettlebell farmer's walk. Ziggy here is going to demonstrate how to do the exercise. We're going to use 2 kettlebells. The goal is exercise to build a little strength through our core, our grip strength, and our upper back. Ziggy is going to walk forward. When performing this exercise, you want to make sure you have a good grip on the kettlebells. Walk forward slowly, keeping the kettlebells off the body, then come back. I can perform this exercise forward or backwards. I can do it for steps or for distance. Stay nice and tall with a tall spine.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation to our 49ers Prep End of the Season Awards Banquet right here at Levi's Stadium, Monday, May 20th.
First off, we'll show you some very good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with Leighton Best from San Lorenzo with a nifty up and under, and he banks it in. Reed Polino for St. Ignatius with a great header in the SI victory this week. Grant Manning from Dublin just driving the lane. Nobody's going to stop him, and he rips it home. DJ Johnson from Monroe Catholic off the backboard, and a rip for DJ. Here's Savion Campbell for San Lorenzo, ending the quarter with a buzzer-beating 3-pointer. But the play of the week goes to Kobe Allard from Los Lomas. Look at him weave his way through the entire defense, then strikes at home. A great soccer goal by Kobe Allard from Los Lomas for this week's Play of the Week. That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the amazing story of the Liberty basketball player back on the court after brain surgery. We'll see you next week.